Have you ever pondered about how the perception of Christians has evolved over the centuries? Well, it's an intriguing journey steeped in history, culture, and societal shifts. In the early days, during the birth of Christianity, Christians were perceived as outcasts, rebels even. They were a group challenging the existing religious norms of the Roman Empire. It was a time of struggle and persecution, yet they remained steadfast in their faith. As centuries passed, Christianity began to spread. With the adoption of Christianity as the state religion of the Roman Empire under Emperor Constantine in the 4th century, the perception of Christians began to shift significantly. They were no longer the persecuted group, but instead the dominant religious force. Christians were seen as citizens of integrity, moral compasses guiding society. During the Middle Ages, Christians, particularly those in positions of religious authority, were highly respected figures. They were the educators, the healers, and the spiritual leaders. Christianity was the fabric of society, and being a Christian meant being a respected member of that society. Then came the Enlightenment in the 17th and 18th centuries, a time of reason and scientific discovery. This was a period that challenged the religious dogma of the day. People began to question the church and its teachings. Yet, despite these challenges, Christians were still largely seen as people of integrity and moral uprightness. However, in the 20th and 21st centuries, the perception of Christians began to change once more. The advent of globalization and the rise of secularism have seen society become more diverse and less religious. Christians are no longer the dominant group in many societies, and are often viewed with skepticism and sometimes even suspicion. Some argue that the actions of a few have tainted the perception of the many. Scandals within churches, the perceived hypocrisy of some Christian leaders, and the struggle of the church to adapt to modern societal norms have all contributed to a shift in how Christians are perceived. Yet, it's important to remember that perceptions are not universal. In many parts of the world, Christians are still highly respected and seen as people of integrity. And while perceptions have shifted, the core tenets of Christianity, love, forgiveness, and compassion, remain the same. So in conclusion, the perception of Christians has changed dramatically over time. From being viewed as outcasts and rebels in the early days, to being respected figures of society during the Middle Ages, and then facing skepticism in the modern era. Yet despite these changes, the essence of Christianity has endured. This journey tells us that perceptions are mutable, shaped by societal norms, historical events, and cultural shifts. And while the perception of Christians may have changed, the core values they uphold continue to resonate. It's a testament to the enduring power of faith, irrespective of how it's perceived. That's the journey we've traversed today, a fascinating exploration of how the perception of Christians has evolved over time. It's a story of change, resilience, and enduring faith. Remember, perceptions may shift, but values endure.